Gold predictions for the week of December 21st to December 26th. Now, first thing I'm going to do is check, because it is Christmas. So markets might be closed this week. USD keeping it open like a jit. Alright, 25th, the markets are closed. Womp womp. Alright, so really the only days we're going to have to trade this week are going to be tonight, Sunday evening, Sunday market open, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday if you're really an addict like that. But a lot of it's going to be closed, but USD, good old USD is always going to be there. So we're only trading gold, so we're kind of chilling. But yeah. Alrighty. Last week, I'll actually show you. Last week, there's weeks where I feel like I'm a charitable man, where the market is asking me for donations and I'm giving in. But last week, that's the exact opposite. Last week I took what was mine. I'm gonna show you these trades. All right, Sunday. Look at that. 1 to 8.42. This is a weird one because we swept our top side liquidity as well. Look, we went down and then up, but we broke structure bullish. The most basic trade ever. Change of structure, fair value gap rejected, take profit 1 at the highs, and then take profit 2 is our ambitious one. Now, this right here, there's no liquidity sitting up here. So I had marked out right underneath the fair value gap. That's my take profit in case we rejected. Look at that shit, gangsta. Pinpoint accuracy Tuesday, we took a loss. Bam, lost, but then we came back and we bounced back with 1 to 6. Okay. What happened? We got Wednesday. Wednesday was the easiest trade you'll ever see in your life. Sweep, immediate rejection. No fair value gap, but look, this is what happens. Look, second fair value gap right here. Now this was a little bit of a risky one just because there was liquidity sitting underneath, but I actually didn't risk that much, but this was an 11.51. Thursday we only got take profit, but I put stop loss to break even at the end of Asian session, so we didn't lose any money, but we only got take profit 1. This was a banger. This was an absolute banger. I took a loss before, but then we came back and we hit 15.49. Look at this trade. Change of structure, sweep with liquidity, rejection. All right, but let's get into this week. All right, so we still haven't even broken out of the zone yet. We've been trading here for the past, what? Oh my God, 52 days? Holy shit, man. Gold is it's consolidating in a certain direction. This is what if you were a pattern, like a trend line trader, this must just be getting you going. Look at that. Oh my God, I'm gonna buy here. I'm gonna buy here. No, that's stupid. All right, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna mark out liquidity. All right, now we're gonna go down to the hour and validate these. Okay, perfect. So there's a lot of buy-side liquidity sitting underneath us right now, but we have our overall target right above us. Again, another weird week. Now, just in case you don't know what I'm looking for, when I mark out points on the day, I'm looking for areas where price retraced and it led to nothing. So if you look right here, this is our high right here, price retraces, we come up, but we don't take out anything. So then we have to try again, and then we finally take it out. and then I go down to the hour to see if the liquidity sweep really led to no opposite side liquidity being swept. So if you look right here, price comes down, it sweeps this liquidity, but it does nothing. We still have a bunch of sell side liquidity above us, so then we come down. So this was pointless. So that marks, for me, I'm marking that as liquidity. Like a target for price needs to come back to. Because in an ideal market, price should be moving like this. On up, sweep, to go sweep, to go sweep, to go sweep, to go sweep. That's like the basic concept of, for me, what liquidity should look like. But if we go like this, come down, we sweep, we fail, most likely we're going to come down, sweep, to then come try and take out this. If the trend is bullish. Even if we just sweep this, at least I know what the point of this liquidity sweep was for. Then we could come down again to maybe go higher. Like that's what I like to look for, liquidity. Anytime I see price go like this, sweep and not take out any liquidity in its overall trend, that's a good sign for me that there's liquidity sitting there. So if we go back to the chart, this is the thing that makes me really confused though. If you look at last week, 1, 2, 3, 4, like Monday right here, look at every single, it's just consolidation. We only have one candle where it has a direction that it wants to go. Like look right here. It goes up, then down. Down, up. Like it's just moving up, down, wick, 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 wick. This is the only candle where it's like we're going up today and it goes up. Every other candle, it's just very indecisive. So that is good and bad because it also means there's a lot of liquidity. So it's pretty easy to figure out where price wants to go because it's just going to sweep the opposite side liquidity. Like if price goes like this, it's probably just sweeping the buy side liquidity to go for the sell side liquidity. Because overall, remember, look at the trend. Overall, we're going up. We're coming for this area right here. This is our target, the highs. We're going up, down. We're going up. So we're coming for this. So everything else should be, every sell should be an indication of how far are we going to go down before we end up going up. So if I'm going to look on the hour right here, price comes down, we have this liquidity. There's so much buying pressure. Like for example, look right here. You see this right here? See how price comes up and immediately shifts down? Like we're coming for this liquidity, like a textbook order block. Like look right here. Bam, bam. And it starts the trend to just come down for all this liquidity. Look what happened when it did it this time. Bam, bam. We do nothing. We don't even come for this right here. Like it's just immediately up and then just back to consolidation, which means that there's a lot of pressure going up. Like people aren't idiots. They are, but they're not. They know that we're going up. So they keep thinking that we're getting towards this all-time high area right here. So whenever it comes down, they just think, oh, this is a better price I can buy it at. So I think I think this next week goes a couple different ways. I think we have a very choppy week where we just kind of keep consolidating, moving in that upward direction. Or I could see that we have some like major manipulation where price just kind of rockets down. Now, even the thing is here, this can get to weird areas where it could take out this liquidity and then go up, like, and just come so close to sweeping all this stuff, but just reject. All it needs is one little sweep and then it goes up. Or it could come for all of it down here. Because really, this is all very close liquidity. Like, this stuff could be taken out just as easily as this, especially because we have that zone right here. It's not a very great zone because the zone didn't really sweep any liquidity. This is a great example right here. Like, look at this right here. Big sweep, price keeps falling, doesn't even take out any more liquidity. It builds up liquidity only in this zone. It's only taking out buyers in this little zone right here. It's only taking out buyers in this zone, right? Because this swept everything else before it. So the only thing it's taken out is this, 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 and this. So this is a great example of liquidity right here. Like that's a great target. Same with this right here. This stuff. So I think we could either see price like this was a sweep. Like this is what it should look like. You see how price sweeps all this liquidity right here? That's what an efficient market sweep looks like to me. Like I like to see it like that where it's clear what it does and then where it goes for. So I think we could see we're in between these two zones. I think if we see price come down, I'm looking for a buy on every change of structure. I think I'm just going to take that risk. Not a great option. You should really wait for probably higher time like confluences, but I'm probably going to be just targeting these all-time highs. But if we are going down, then it's probably going to be a battle up. So I'd make sure there's two big profits. I think we're either going to see price continue to do this all the way for the next week. That's option one. Or I think we'll see price early on in the week before Christmas come down and then maybe start going up. But remember, after Wednesday, there's not much trading days. So if there's a decisive move early on in the week, that's probably a good sign that we're targeting the liquidity. And depending on when we start to see that rejection, whether it be Monday, if it happens on Tuesday, don't even look for long. So you're just not going to see anything. There's no buy side liquidity. Like if you look above us, we'd have nothing that we'd be targeting aside from these 2 points. There's literally only 2 points. If we're looking at this chart, the question you just need to ask yourself when going into this week before trading is, do I think that price has collected enough fuel from liquidity from our recent sweeps to bring us to at least 4,373? Or does price need to come down to get more liquidity? Because there's nothing else here that would be getting. Like it's really just these 2 points, and then it's either going to be just market manipulators pushing that price, or we're going to see a retracement. Like if you look in the past here, this is, oh my God, perfect example. Look, price, this is the exact same thing that just happened. If we look on the day, price gets to all-time highs, comes down, and then just kind of jiggity, like it zigzags it's all the way up. If we look on the hour, the past time that we were at all-time highs, look what happens. Price gets to all-time highs, we rock it down, and then we just zigzag all the way up until we barely sweep it, and then we dump. So what I think could happen is the exact same thing. I think price could just barely take out these all-time highs, and then we just see a rejection rate off, like it corrects. Because it is very high, and you can see right here, there's not a lot of stuff pushing the price up, except for new buyers. So, I wouldn't be banking on price going all the way up here. Like if you're looking for longs, I think your final take profit or 90% of your take profit should be at all-time highs and not push above, just because it's clear that price is not moving with authority when it's going up. It's a battle. This is the war. This is Battle of Geonosis. It's a tough one.